Welcome to Football-Oranje. This is the preview video for Germany versus the Netherlands. This will be the fourth time that the Netherlands have played Germany in, a year. And their recent results against them have been rather mixed. There was a 3-0 win for the Netherlands against Germany in October 2018. Then there was a 2-2 draw in the Nations League. And a 3-2 defeat in the recent Euro qualifier. I'm here with Mike, our editor of the website, and also Jeroen Thijssen, who featured in our recent podcast. If you haven't listened to that already, make sure you do. So this is a preview for the match itself, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion about the game, but also about those games they've been playing against Germany recently. So probably get a little bit sick of playing Germany now, but the recent two matches that the Netherlands have had against Germany, they've been slow starts. It was a question that was asked for our podcast from Abdul. You know, they've had a bad couple of starts against the Germans, so how can the Dutch rectify that?
Well, for me, it's imperative that they don't start this game slowly because Germany have had a good start to European qualifiers where Netherlands have lost their only one so far, and with Northern Ireland doing so well, Netherlands need to start getting some points on the board. And yeah, I see this as a very tough tie for Netherlands going into this game. There's some players out of form, out of confidence, but you can see the same about Germany. It's early in the season. I think this game could go either way, so it's imperative that Netherlands get off to a good start, don't concede early, don't give the home crowd any reason to cheer, and you get a pressure on the team. To do that, I think that Netherlands just need to make sure that they stay compact at the back and don't give away the ball any cheap possession away, and make sure that likes of Frankie de Jong and De Roon screen the defence well, keep possession as best we can, and keep the defence tight. Don't let Denzel Dumfries and Daley Blind get too far forward on the wings and leave space in behind, because I think with Matthijs de Ligt maybe going into this game with a little bit of low confidence, what he doesn't need is Dumfries straying out of position and leaving him exposed.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. It's important that players such as De Ligt and Dumfries, who haven't been in the best of form for their clubs, we see Frankie come back into form as well, trying to keep possession early on in the game, and keeping a stronger hold on the game, because this won't be easy. Dropping points in that home match to Germany in the qualifiers is damaging, but if you lose away against Germany, it could start to be a worry. Jeroen, I was going to ask you a question that we had on Twitter. It was asking about, from Fish Rhino, he asked if this game to Germany here, could a loss spell missing out on another major tournament for the Dutch? It was looking so bright, but could this actually be detrimental if they lose this game?
I hope not. It's going to be a really difficult game. We lost to Germany at home 2-3, which was unfortunate. We weren't that great, especially early on in the game. However, the 3 games before that, it was all pretty decent, and I'm clinging on to the previous result. Actually, I mean, we haven't beaten Germany in Germany for ages. The last time was in 2002, so that's a long way back. However, we did draw them 2-2 last season, so let's hope we can get a draw out of it. And I think that's probably all that we probably will be able to accomplish against the Germans. If we lose, will that spell doom? Well, I hope not. But the situation will be that all the other games pretty much will absolutely be must-win situations. I would say that normally we should be able to beat all the other countries, but then you see Northern Ireland doing really well, and then you're a little bit like, could it be one of those situations like the last time we couldn't beat Bulgaria, we struggled with Turkey, with Iceland, with all those countries that you should really be winning. So if we actually lose, that will definitely bring a lot of pressure. So hopefully not. But I'm a little bit concerned. Michael just indicated that we're not in the best of form. Guys like De Ligt struggled at Juventus. I think he's a fantastic talent. He's really on his way still to become one of the absolute best defenders in the world. Not yet, but in a few years' time. But yeah, he's perhaps struggling a little bit. Frankie de Jong isn't doing great at Barcelona because he's being put in a wrong position. And we've got guys like Denzel Dumfries who's not doing too well. Van Dijk obviously is up front. Last second news, Steven Bergwijn is out. He's out. I'm not going to say that Bergwijn is going to be a huge influence per se, but yeah, he's a player that could make something happen. So yeah, there won't be a replacement for him. So yeah, it's going to be tricky. We're going to have to be really, really smart, really, really cautious. It does seem a little bit like Koeman has this tactical plan where we just are a little bit poor in the first half when we make amends in the second half and win. I've seen that happen quite a few games recently, but yeah, I think he would just want to enter the halftime drawing 0-0 or 1-1 or whatever, and then yeah, ideally take the game in the second half. But right now, I'll settle for a draw.
Yeah, there was late drama in one of the recent games where the Netherlands went to Germany and qualified for the Nations League. That last-minute equaliser from Van Dijk, it was a very special moment. I think the Dutch will be hoping for a bit more drama like that to see them through this game to try and get a result. Mentioned about qualifying, it's tricky because Northern Ireland do seem to be that threatening team that will be breathing down the necks of the Dutch and Germany to qualify. So yeah, it is very difficult, and one that the Netherlands seem to be very cautious about, and they know that actually they probably do need to get a result from this game because Northern Ireland don't rarely slip up. Mike, can I just come to you about the predicted starting 11 for the game? Is it one that we're going to know really well already? Will we see any changes? And is it one different to that you'd perhaps like to see?
For me, I don't expect many changes. I think Koeman's got his side pretty much down to a T, except for maybe one key position. So we've got Silson's probably got to start and goal, back four of Blind at left back, Dumfries at right back, De Ligt and Van Dijk in the centre. Then you got Frenkie de Jong next to Jeroen, Wijnaldum at the 10, Memphis Depay for the middle. Then really for me it's just questionable who's going to start on the wings. That's been Babel and Bergwijn recently. You might go try and change it up with Donyell Malen, and Donyell Malen's one that I'm really excited to see after his start for PSV. I think he's been excellent so far this season. He adds a lot of pace, strength, he's a good finisher, he's good at setting up goals as well. He's got 4 assists already this season. I think he's the future, and yeah, I really want to see what he can do in an Netherlands shirt. And I think out of everyone, I think Germany really knows what to expect from the side, having played them so often. I think that Malen might be the one that's can put a foreign in their side and can be that difference on the night. And I really want to see him starting the game.
Yeah, he will be the young player hoping to impress coming off the bench. Arguably, Marlon's bigger opportunity will be the game against Estonia, which follows a few days afterwards. One that the Netherlands will be expected to win, as opposed to the Germany match. So yeah, this is obviously going to be a tight game, really difficult to predict. I was hoping to get both of your predictions about the match. Are we going to which kind of Netherlands and Germany are we going to see? Because we've had a win, a draw, and a defeat against them in the last 3 games. So which way will this go? Jeroen, now I'm going to come to you first. What do you think the score will be?
I'm going for a draw. I think it will be 1-1. Germany, Holland, as always, especially for the Dutch, always a big game. Definitely the desire to do well. So I think all players, and Koeman seems to be able to trigger all of them. Yeah, they will do their utmost. They will do their absolute best. And I don't believe that. I mean, obviously Germany is a strong nation. They're a good opponent, but I don't believe that they're absolutely fantastic. So. Yeah, with a little luck, I think we can clinch a draw here, and yeah, I'll go for a 1-1.
For me, I'm going to agree and say a draw. I want to be positive about this because from what I've seen of the Germany squad, they're missing, Leroy Sané. There's some doubts over the defence. Hummels is no longer there. Boateng's no longer there. Rudiger's out. I think the Netherlands, they've got attackers who are in good form. Memphis has scored 4 goals in League One this season. Malen's in good form. Frankie de Jong always brings his best games for Netherlands. We've got currently the best player in Europe, according to UEFA. Virgil van Dijk at the back, I think he can help keep out the Germany attack. That's going to be missing Leroy Sané. I think he's caused Netherlands a lot of problems in the last 2 times we've faced him. He's not going to be there. So I'm just going to go for a draw. I think there's going to be goals in the game. I'm going to go for another 2-2, and get the first points out of the way, get the Germany games out of the way, then go for the rest of the campaign. Hopefully get the rest of them all wins and get back to the major tournaments.
I'm going to be a little bit more pessimistic, I think, and I think that the Dutch are going to face another defeat. I don't think it's the score that everyone wants to hear, but a draw will be fantastic. But I think Germany are on the way back at the minute, unfortunately, and I think the Dutch are going to have to make the most of the rest of the games in their qualification group to qualify for the Euros. I think they're going to do something at the Euros when they get there, but I think they're going to have a tough time against Germany. One of the things that I noticed in the Nations League final against Portugal is they didn't create many chances, and that's something that Ronald Koeman now I think has got to work on. They had 4 shots in that final, so yeah, that's their next step. So let's see how they get on the counter-attack against Germany, and you never know, we could be seeing a really good result for the Netherlands. So thanks Mike and Jeroen, and come on the Netherlands.